right, the Kentucky Maker Company is a boutique craft shop right here in Lexington. It was designed to cultivate creativity and community. Cindy Savage, she is the founder and is here to tell us all about her specialty in-home and business fiber installations. You do all kinds of stuff. Cindy, you have the best name ever. I have to just say that on air.
My husband gave me the greatest name when we got married.
Amazing.
Yes.
And you have an amazing thing going on. Tell us about the Kentucky Crafting Company.
Well, when we started the Kentucky Maker Company at the beginning of the year, I'm ninth generation Kentuckian. My whole family is from Montgomery County. I mean, they're still in Montgomery County.
Very nice.
And my grandmother taught me at a really young age, like single digits, how to knit and crochet and quilt and sew and all that kind of deal. So when we looked at opening this place, we just wanted to make sure that there were traditions that were still being taught, that were still alive.
Sure.
And so we have a ton of classes, which is primarily what we do. We have a showroom there, and we are a boutique craft shop. So we do have yarns and things like that, and some kits that you can make your own things. But we have so many classes for people. It's incredible.
And all ages, because I'm thinking like with the cell phones and all the technology, I love that you're keeping this as a tradition for people and have the option to do.
Yes, we primarily start at 10.
Okay.
Because some of the things, like if you were doing embroidery, we'll start at 15. Because you're working with needles.
Yeah.
So you want to go,
safety first.
Safety first. But if you're learning how to knit, which are, I like to teach with great big yarn and great big needles.
Which this is amazing right here. Is I mean, is this real? Because I'm like,
that is real.
You use that.
I actually used this size to make this large piece that's over here beside us.
That's what I would need to start out on.
Yeah.
How long does it take to typically finish a quilt like that?
Something like this would only take a few hours.
What?
Because you're working with such a large yarn.
I thought that would take something like 20 years.
Right. And this is a really large yarn too that's a hat, and this is going to be a class in the fall called Hat in an Hour. So you can make this hat in an hour.
We can make our own beanies?
Yes.
Okay. Super cool.
Absolutely.
You're going to have to come back on the show and kind of teach us how to do that. Now, you do classes, but you also do a really cool thing every third Thursday.
Yes, every third Thursday, which is tonight at 5:30 p.m., we get the whole community together and we just craft together. So if you're in a project that's crochet or if you're in a project that's knitting, come on out. We sit around, have some espresso, talk, knit, or whatever, if you weave, bring a loom. But we get together every third Thursday.
Which is so cool, because we were talking about it earlier. If you have something that maybe you need a little bit of help, you have a room full of experts there.
Exactly. It's like, I really don't know how to finish this sweater. You can come out. We can show you a little bit about how it is.
Well, and somebody like me who's never done this before.
What? You haven't done this?
Come
on.
I know, Adam.
You've crocheted all your life.
No.
Okay, no.
But, so what would I start out, what's the easiest thing for me to start out doing, like out of all of these items?
I would start out, if you've never done any kind of work before, I would start out with crochet, and that's only done with one hook, and I could teach you to crochet in 10-15 minutes.
What?
I mean, for real. I really could.
I accept the challenge.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if you've seen me try to crochet,
Now,
but Sandy, you're going to have to come back.
Typically, in a class that's like knitting, it's an hour-and-a-half class, and they can make scarves by the end of it.
By the end of the class, you can go home with what you made.
Yes.
That is amazing.
What made you want to do something like this?
I love building community and whatever that is. And this has been such a part of my family history and my heritage that I just wanted to give back and go, hey, let's teach these things. Like we're going to have a botanical dyeing class this fall. We're going to have, how you dye fabric with marigold flowers and things like that. Like, there's so many different things that we're going to do. So.
All right. Hopefully you're interested, because this sounds amazing. How do we find out more about your classes and your place?
On the place, well, you can go to the website, which is KentuckyMakerCompany.com. You can go to our Facebook, also Kentucky Maker, and our Instagram is Kentucky Maker.
Awesome.
So all the events are on the Facebook page.
Awesome. Definitely check that out. Sandy, thank you so much for being here. We hope you'll come back.